So if you think that you're too late to Bitcoin, if you think that maybe Bitcoin's price has gone up too much, $103,000 is way too high, I think you need to get away from this way of thinking. I think you need to try to change your mind. $103,000 per Bitcoin is actually extremely cheap when you look at the possibilities here. In the future, when every single person in the world, all 8 billion people in the world want Bitcoin, I don't think you're going to meet many people who have 100,000 Satoshis, even 1 million Satoshis. If you split the entire supply of Bitcoin with all 8 billion people in the world, if it's equally split, the amount of Satoshis per person is around 260,000 per individual. If every single person had the equivalent access to Bitcoin, they'd be able to get 260,000 Satoshis over time, because there are whales, there are people who are buying 100,000 Satoshis, 500,000 Satoshis, 1 million Satoshis a day. Because of this, the amount of Bitcoin that's available for everybody else, the people who haven't figured it out yet, is constantly decreasing. So for example, we're probably going to see people barely being able to save 1,000 Satoshis, 10,000 Satoshis, 15,000 Satoshis. As the demand for Bitcoin rises, and keep in mind, the demand is literally unlimited. You can always buy more Bitcoin. You can always put more of your dollars into the Bitcoin network. You can always give away your dollars for Bitcoin. As the demand for Bitcoin increases, people will give away their dollars. They'll give away everything they have for Bitcoin. This is where I think the price of a house comes in. So for example, at some point you'll be able to buy a house for 1 million Satoshis, 10 million Satoshis, 15 million Satoshis. That's 0.01 Bitcoin, 0.1 Bitcoin, or 0.15 Bitcoin. Over time, we're going to see the price of a house drop. We're going to see the price of Bitcoin continuously increase until everybody's demand is fulfilled. And like I said, there's no fulfilling all demand. People will always want Bitcoin. People will always want to accumulate more. People will always buy Bitcoin and never sell it again. This is what we're going to see over the next coming years. I don't know how long it'll cost to buy 0.01 Bitcoin at the time when you're watching this video. Right now, it costs $1,030. I made a video before this, why you should accumulate 0.01 Bitcoin. At the time, it cost $650. Bitcoin's price has no ceiling because the price of fiat currencies, the value of fiat currencies, is going to continuously decrease forever. It may seem ridiculous to say that Bitcoin's going to $1 million, $10 million, $100 million. But when you look at the math, when you look at the number of Satoshis that are actually available, you can see that this is where the world is going, and it's inevitable. Nobody can stop this. Nobody can prevent this from being the future. This is where the world is going, and the earlier you figure it out, the better off you'll be.